Hey guys, it's Mike here, and you guys can probably already see what's going on. Yeah, it's been 2 months since I made my last Space Agency 2138 video. Anyways, we're back now, and I'll explain the reason why I took a bit of a hiatus from the series when we're doing Mission 17, so ADS or ads. Okay then, ads. Launch the ads to ads target, align the solar panels with Sol, and return to the home planet. To protect home against the threat of an asteroid impact, the agency has decided to launch a new asteroid detection system, or ADS. A new ads satellite has been placed into the warehouse. Build a rocket for it and launch it to the destination ads target. Power on all the ads systems and align in its solar panels with Sol. The mission will complete when the second stage has separated and returned to home. Alright. Let's do this then. Alright, so we just need to build a rocket. Yeah, it's been a while since I'm a little rusty, but I should relearn all of this. So I'm going to try to make it with the end card and the quality that I have on my normal videos, I guess. Alright. Jody, you're coming with us. Alright, so launch the ads to ads target. See, I guess I just won't, stress myself out too much with getting the time on, getting it on time, basically.
9, 8,
oh yeah,
7,
I remember all this
6,
now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, yeah, I was just kind of bored in bed, and I was thinking, what if I was to try to revisit the Space Agency 2138 series? So yeah, and we're here. So it is 9:28 right now, and it is where I am, at least, as of the time I'm recording this, and it is the 2nd of August, 2025. I have to get used to this again. Alright, I guess I'll explain kind of why I kind of went on a bit of a hiatus. It's actually pretty simple. See, I kind of just lost the inspiration and drive for me to play Space Agency 2138. I kind of just lost inspiration. I was thinking, what could I do in the game? What could I do? I was kind of thinking that, and I just kind of lost my steam, since I've already built a space station around Red. And of course, I got into Kerbal Space Program. However, I hope you guys are pretty happy that this series is back, because this series is really what started to help my channel grow as a whole. Oh. So yeah, I'm glad it's back, and I hope you guys are glad it's back too. And I hope you guys have been having a great summer so far. I've mostly been playing a lot of Clash of Clans too. I've been playing a lot of Clash of Clans, as I said. I've been playing it a lot more recently since I recently got my base upgraded to Town Hall 11. And I've also been playing a lot more on my alt account since upgrade to Town Hall 11 really took a long time. I've also been hanging out with my friends a bit. Alright, so we're in space now. Okay, so we just need to wait until we get to the target. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's actual asteroids in the game, or if it's in Space Agency 1 where you build an asteroid detection system, but there's no actual asteroids. It's purely cosmetic, and the core module of ads is also a bit flawed because it has like no actual interior. So the modules such as the control module and the escape pod, they're all going to remain depressurized because I don't think the control room can actually hold any cargo. And I think and the escape pod is only going to hold its oxygen and carbon dioxide scrubber tanks for so long. So, really, there was a slight flaw in the design. I don't know why Andrew Barry just made the core module just depressurized. Like, is it depressurized? Don't know if that's the right term. Basically, there's no interior. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Like, because it really does look like it would have an interior because it looks a lot like the regular station models we see in the game. So, I don't know what he was going for. Do you guys think Space Agency 1, like the first game, will ever be updated again? Because, like, Space Agency 2-38 has clearly been the better version, since there's definitely a lot more stuff to do. There's also, like, everything feels more alive since, of course, you have these astronauts. And also, I do want to talk about, like, Spaceflight Simulator 2, because you guys probably heard that's coming out. I can make a whole video on Spaceflight Simulator 2 if you'd like. But, like, Steph has kind of, like, been under-delivering on his promises. I think I did mention that in a previous video. Yeah, I did. And someone commented that you can like customize your solar system, but you need to dig into the game's files. Now, I know how to code and stuff, but I'm no hacker. So I don't really want to do that because I feel like it's going to screw something up. Alright, we're here. Okay. Alright, now we need to align the solar panels with Sol. Oh, yeah, another thing I want to mention, this isn't about the game particularly. Huh? So there is asteroids. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, and I remember that time where someone commented that the reason why some of the cargo modules were spinning out of control was because the gyroscope was turned off, so all I had to do was just turn it on. Can't remember if I mentioned that in another video, but if not, I'm mentioning it here. No, I don't want to retract them. Okay, then we just need to return to the home planet. Alright. Well, the gyroscope is on. And now we could just go home. But yeah, like, Steph has kind of under-delivered on his promises for Spaceflight Simulator 1. So I'm kind of skeptical about him saying that although the entire solar system is not going to be added immediately to Spaceflight Simulator 2, it will come in the future. Part of me thinks that history is just going to repeat itself. And also, if you were to look at Spaceflight Simulator 1 on Steam, it's still in early access, and it even says that the last update was stated over 2 years ago. It's like, what is Steph playing at? And like, you guys have probably seen what happened with Kerbal Space Program 2. I never got the game myself, but I have heard about it from Matt Lown. And Kerbal Space Program 2 was just a disaster. Cause will Kerbal Space Program 2 ever be updated again? Because right now the game is a bit of a buggy mess. And if you guys don't know, the reason why the state of Kerbal Space Program 2 is in limbo is because the studio making the game, Intercept Games, shut down. And that was a while ago. And also, if you really think about it, were we asking for another Kerbal Space Program? We were happy with Kerbal Space Program 1 already. And so, I guess I'll just try out mods for Kerbal Space Program 1, even though... Because, like, I like using Minecraft mods because, like, especially on Bedrock Edition, I find that they're really easy to use. You could just have them be specific to a certain world, and then it won't affect your other world, so it's really easy. But I'm not sure how that is for other games. I mean, for Spaceflight Simulator, maybe I wouldn't complain if I had to keep with the mods because the solar system is a little lame. It's just Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and Jupiter. Yeah, no Saturn, no Uranus, no Neptune, no Pluto. So yeah, maybe another solar system would be necessary and would be pretty interesting. Oh, and something I like about the Kerbal Space Program solar system is that it's not a direct replica of our solar system. And I like that because it makes it feel more unique. Because, like, Jool is meant to be the analog of Jupiter, and the next planet, Eeloo, is meant to be the analog of Pluto, and also Eeloo gets closer to the sun than Jool gets sometimes, just like how Pluto sometimes gets closer to the sun than Neptune gets. I guess I can also mention some facts about our solar system when playing these games too. Nice, I got a gold award. Ah, okay, so we're actually going to be adding these. So I don't know how many missions I'm going to do. Okay, new station modules. Dock the moisture recovery module to port 3. Dock the AI caretaker to port 4. This is the next phase of the Eden Station expansion. You'll be adding 2 new modules, an AI caretaker and a moisture recovery unit. The AI caretaker will automatically move resources and personnel around on space station, and to keep things ticking over smoothly. The moisture recovery module will extract water from the station's breathable air, massively reducing the amount of water that needs to be taken to the station. Attach the new modules to the docking hubs as follows. The new modules have been built and placed into the warehouse. The AI caretaker only has a single dock port, so you'll need to use the tug module to attach it. The mission will be complete when both modules have been attached to correct docking ports. Alright, so now they're taking care of these. Alright, so what do we do first? Alright, the moisture recovery unit. Eden Station. Now let's launch.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
Alright, there she goes. Yeah, like, are you guys going to, like, pick up Spaceflight Simulator 2 when it comes out? I think I'm gonna wait a little bit to see if history will repeat itself. Oh, gotta decrease that a little bit. You know, it feels pretty good to be able to, like, just make a video like this. I can just basically chat with you guys. Feels nice. I'm not sure how I'm going to, like, add the end cards like I normally do in my videos. maybe I could do it for my phone, since I am recording this on my phone, obviously. Alright. So we'll just have to see what tools are available. And also, during my hiatus, I was also deciding to self-study linguistics. I've been seeing like the ways to categorize the different sounds in the English language. Like, let's take my name, Mike. It starts with an M, and M is a voice bilabial or nasal. Voice meaning that the vocal cords vibrate, bilabial means that the mouth remains closed, and a nasal meaning that the final sound will come out of the nose instead of the mouth. You could try this for yourself. Like, close your mouth right now and make an M sound. Oh, and make sure that your tongue remains low. That's one thing that people forget. And you'll notice how the sound will come out of your nose instead of your mouth, like, Yeah, it'll come out of your nose instead of your mouth. And speaking of that, the N sound is also a nasal sound. It is a voiced alveolar nasal. Alveolar meaning that the tongue will press the alveolar ridge, which is the bony part of the roof of the mouth behind the top front teeth. That's why a lot of people have to confuse the M and the N sounds. Remember, the M involves you to keep your mouth closed and your tongue laying low in your mouth, while the N sound requires you to have your teeth be visible while keeping your tongue pressed to the roof of your mouth. And I can go on and on about this, like the letter L. That sound is it's a voiced alveolar lateral approximate. Voice, of course, meaning the vocal cords vibrate. Alveolar means that the tongue presses the roof of the mouth at the alveolar ridge. Lateral meaning that the sound will flow from the side of the tongue rather than the middle, and an approximate meaning that the air will flow smoothly from the mouth with little hole obstruction. It's pretty interesting stuff if you ask me. Okay, so the moisture recovery unit. So it basically needs to go on top. And I am a little bit tired as of the time I'm making this video. So, as in like, tired like I want to sleep. So I'm probably gonna have an energy drink after this. Yeah, it feels good to be playing Space Agency 2138 again, as I keep on saying. So yeah, and I did have a nice breakfast of 3 medium boiled eggs. Oh, and I say breakfast, but you see, I'm kind of a bit nocturnal right now. Like, I would be like sleeping at like... Okay, so what time is it now? It is 9:44. I would be sleeping at around 11 or noon. Like 11 a.m. I'm gonna try to stay up, because for some reason, staying up when you're supposed to be sleeping is surprisingly fun, and it feels weird in a good way. Like, almost everyone can relate to it, because almost everyone has done that before. Whether they were kids or even right now. So yeah, it's fun no matter what your age is. Yeah, and this... And this, like, docking camera is pretty cool. Okay, so it looks like Z. Wait, what's Z? Oh, yeah, Z is just how close you are to it. And, yep, that is port 3. Okay, then. Does it say anything about turning them on? No, it doesn't. Alright, let's just make sure that we have some landing pads available. We do. Nope. Alright, I guess I could mention some other sounds in English and what type they are. So the K sound, that is an unvoiced velar plosive. Unvoiced meaning that the vocal cords don't vibrate to make the sound. Velar referring to how the back of the tongue touches the back of the mouth. And a plosive meaning that air is blocked at first, but then it's quickly released. Another thing you should know is that many sounds in English are basically the same as others, but one is voiced, one is unvoiced. For example, the hard G sound, which is G, is just the voice version of the K sound, K. And also, the S and the Z sounds, both are alveolar or fricatives. Now, alveolar, of course, meaning that the tongue touches the alveolar ridge. This time it doesn't really touch it, but it is pretty close. And a fricative means that the air only has a little bit of space to move out of the mouth, which causes friction. The S is unvoiced, and the Z is voiced. Alright, now we can do the AI caretaker. Alright, so Jody's already in there. Alright, Eden Station. Now let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off.
There she goes. Okay, so what are some other sounds? There's a lot that I could do right now. Alright, then let's do D and T. Both D and T are her alveolar plosives. Of course, alveolar meaning that the tongue touches the alveolar ridge, and a plosive meaning that the air is blocked at first but then is quickly released. The D is voiced, the T is unvoiced. Alright, there's also F and V. They are labiodental fricatives. Labiodental meaning that the top teeth touch the bottom lip. Oh no, that's not good. I was getting so busy with these linguistic stuff. So like I said, they're labiodental fricatives. Labiodental meaning that the top of teeth touch the bottom lip. And a fricative means that the air only has a little bit of space to go out of the mouth, causing friction. The F is unvoiced. The V is voiced. And also, I've only been talking about consonants. I haven't been talking about vowels yet because vowels are entirely different beasts. So the definition of a vowel is a voice sound that it is not made that basically it does not utilize his significant obstruction and from the tongue in order to properly make the sound. Basically, they are not blocked. Also, vowels need to be voiced, meaning that the vocal cords must vibrate. There is no such thing as a voiceless vowel. Now, vowels are pretty hard because instead of being categorized by place of articulation and like pick the type of sound, instead they're categorized by tongue height, lip rounding, and other stuff. And I'm having a bit of trouble with vowels, but I'm getting there. Let's see. So what's a vowel I can give an example of? Short O. The short O is... So like the short O is aw. So let's see. So the short O is rounded. And it is low, which means that the tongue stays low in the mouth. It is back, which means the tongue is slightly pulled back to the back of the mouth. Oh yeah, and rounded means that the lips form a circle shape, sort of like an O shape. And it is a monophthong, which means that the vowel sound is in the same position throughout the entirety of the vowel sound. Basically, it is pure. It is only one sound, only one position, basically. It is different from a diaphthong, which means that the vowel sound slightly changes as you make it. For example, long A, you can kind of notice how your tongue kind of moves a little up as you get to the end of the long A sound. Oh, the difference between a short and a long vowel sound. A short vowel sound is a brief sound. It is also a more lax sound, which means that the tongue muscles won't stretch as much. And it does not represent a vowel's name, and there are always monophthongs, which means that they are pure vowel sounds. Now, long vowel sounds can be diphthongs, some aren't, but some are. For example, the long E, it's just one position, but as I already mentioned, the long A, that is a diphthong. Long vowel sounds are just a slightly bit longer, but length is not their main emphasis. They are also tensor sounds, and they represent a vowel's name. So yeah, I'm definitely having a slightly easier time with consonants than vowels. Since, of course, vowels can be kind of hard to tell apart. And also, I want to mention that, like, some people say that the A says ah, but then they don't really know what sound an O makes. Well, I can't really say, like, the specifics of a sound sometimes. I can describe how you make it. So again, like, some people say that the A says ah, but then they don't really know what sound an O makes. So let me break this down. So they say that the A is making a short O sound. Now the A says ah. In order to say that sound, hold on. Your lower jaw needs to move down slightly, and your tongue needs to be pulled forward so it touches the bottom teeth, and your lips need to be spread out. Okay. Let's get Faye. Alright, the corridor. Where's the corridor? There it is. Now to make the short O sound, your lips need to be in an O sound itself. No, not an O sound, an O shape. And your tongue needs to be low in your mouth. So like, ah. So yeah, will you guys ever use that? I don't know, but I like it. I like linguistics. And about linguistics, you guys maybe know about this like dude on YouTube Shorts and TikTok called Entomology Nerd. I don't exactly know what entomology is, but he has a Harvard's linguistics degree, and he recently published his book, Algo Speak. And I think I will get that book myself because it looks pretty intriguing. Alright, let's get to that tug module now. Alright, now this is the tricky part. Oh, I thought it was going to be a lot slower. Never mind. Alright, we should be able to complete the mission. Well, this was a nice way to kill a whole 30 minutes. Yeah, that view is probably not going to be much help here, since this is a tug module. So I guess I just need to make sure that it's lined up correctly and then release. Okay. Silver award. Hey, I'll take it. We can always do that next time. Ion drive test. Oh yeah, and that means we're soon going to be on the next mission. Like the last one where I think we get that shuttle, the black one, where we could teleport. And I do have some mission skips, but I don't want to use them because it's more fun to actually do the missions. Yeah, I used to do that when I used to play Space Agency 1. Yeah, I was a big noob back then, but I've gotten better. So yeah, guys, I had a lot of fun making this, and hopefully this will start back up the series again. So yeah, guys, that's about it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. I don't know what I'm going to do next episode. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.